so here is our entire fox drum choreography with the new ending. In the beginning, there's some light, playful music where we're walking in from the sides, we're walking past each other, and we find our position for those drum beats that let us know that we're about to start. As we're about to start, we're going to get into good position with our posture and be ready to do hip shimmies with a roll up. And that's going to happen 4 times. There's a lot of things here that happen in 4s. The first one is the shimmies with the roll up. And when we get to the 4th time, instead of rolling it up, we're going to turn to our left. So we kind of touch our hands together, turn to the side. Right hand is down by right hip, left arm is up. Right hip is ready to do drops. And it's going to be a double drop, drop, drop. Now we're going to bring our hands together. We've got to push back with that right foot in a way that puts our weight on it so that we are off of our left a little. I kind of picked that up a little bit extra just to show that, but I'm really shifting my weight to this one so that it can really push off. Sometimes we call it a shimmy back because we're trying to get a little bit of a shimmy in it. If all you're doing is popping your hip, that's perfectly fine. But it's going to look like drop, drop, go back. Drop, drop, back. This is another one of those things that we do for a 4 count. But on the 4 count, instead of finishing it out exactly the way it was, instead of popping back here, we're going to turn to the left. And we're going to have the same kind of posture. We've touched hands across. Right arm is up. Left hand is beside of hip. Ready to drop, drop, and pop that one back. Drop, drop, pop it back. And on this 4th time, instead of popping it back, I'm going to turn front. I'm ready to do a Turkish twist forward, which means I'm stepping out with that right foot. I'm twisting my left hip. Be sure that you're twisting before you step down. You don't want to be twisting your foot on the ground and turning your ankle. So we're twisting and stepping, twisting and step. For 4 forward, and then to back it up, just step back on the left, but we're still twisting the right. We're stepping back and twisting the opposite. So we get back where we were. We're about to do those chest circles that have a certain pattern to it. I'm going to go counterclockwise chest circles for 3 and accent it with a lift, drop, lift. And then clockwise for 3, lift, drop, lift. So it looked like 1, 2, 3, lift, drop, lift. 1, 2, 3, lift, drop, lift. Then we're going to do figure 8s. And they are front to back, and they are fast, and they go for 12 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to do a hip lift that carries us to the right and to the left. So when I'm going to the right, I'm going to have my left hand behind my head. My right arm is extended. I'm lifting my right hip, and that's actually what's giving me the power to move that way. My left foot is just kind of limp stepping behind. And I'm not wanting to move that far because I want it to be more in the hip. If you end up stretching your foot out a lot, you don't have a lot of hip action. So keep the feet good and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch in really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got a shoulder shimmy with a little sway of the body so that in the end of the sway, I'm facing to my left diagonal. So I'm going to shoulder shimmy, sway over here, and do a left hip lift. Shoulder shimmy, sway to the other side, right hip lift. Now we're going to do a basic step, 2 of them to get right back where we were. 1, 2. We're going to cross our arms in front of us, open them up with our hands up to show that we're about to do something up high, which is, in this case, going to be a shoulder shimmy. There are 8 drum beats on this, so we're going to go shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip. So a little shimmy with it until we finish out that 8. And then a shoulder roll. Similar to what we had done before with the shoulder shimmy, where we were doing an accent. This time we're doing a roll and swaying to the side, and our accent is a point. And it actually comes when there's not a beat to the music. It's in that silence. Roll to the other side and point. Here's where we're doing the bouncing hip bump. So I'm going to bounce, a bouncing hip circle, excuse me. I'm doing a big hip circle and I'm doing a little bounce on my heels as I come around. I'm doing one more little omi circle. Now the hip bumps that turn us in a circle, there would be 8 of them. So use the first 4 to get turned to the back and to have your hands up. Do the last 4 is going to turn you back to the front and your hands are down. And then that newer ending where we are doing 4 circles of our hips. We're rolling it up. 6, 7, 8 are our shoulder rolls. Then we're doing 4 counts of shoulder shimmy. Roll it down. 6, 7, 8 are our hip shimmy. We're going to keep the hip shimmy going. Bring our arms up and do the same little ta-da that we always did. And take our bow and wait to exit the stage with everyone else. So let's see what that looks like to music.